The first ever Grand Prix of Indianapolis is about to start. Oh, the pole sitter doesn't get going. Oh!
There is not a worse place to stall than at the start of a race. I hope they're okay.
Visor is up, telling everybody that he's okay. Steering wheel's coming off. Talked about the pressure of sitting on the front row here at Indianapolis.
Saavedra is in it. He was hit by Mikhail Aloshin in the 7. That is Aloshin being attended to there. Juan Pablo Montoya crashed further back up the track into the outside wall. His car is sitting there up against the outside wall as well.
Now, Aloshin was probably going anywhere close to 80 miles an hour because he probably changed the gear by the time he got there. So you're trying to accelerate, and all you can do in those moments is follow the flow of where the cars are going. He obviously got unlucky and went right into the back of that stopped car.
That is Carlos Munoz also. He stopped down the front stretch and missing a good part of the front suspension of his car.
What a horrible way to start their month of May.
The drivers are being instructed to come down the pit lane, be collected by the pace car there, and they will continue onto the racetrack under the caution flag. And we continue to keep our eyes on the car of Mikhail Aloshin on this front straightaway, and he begins to climb from the car, and that's really good to see.
He's climbing out. That really is good news, because when you can hit when you get hit that hard, anything can happen.
Remember, he started on the very last row, so by the time he gets up to the first car on the grid, as you mentioned, already in second gear, 80, 100 miles an hour. The car on your left-hand side will not get off the grid.
He didn't even move.
Saavedra. Everybody else is starting to go around him. Now the car coming from the back doesn't see him. And that first car that hits him is Carlos Munoz. And then from then on, the debris is flying.
I think Montoya just stalled back there too.
Could be. There could be a problem starting the...
Charlie Kimball, I think, on the right-hand side, also just a slow start. Oh, he just about got through, but... And it all happens so very fast because there is spotters here for these drivers to tell them what's going on. But at that short time span, Eddie, it's just about impossible.
Hunter Ray did an exceptional job missing him. And Munoz is the one that decided to change lane from the right to left.
Yes.
And when he did that, he blocked the view of the cars behind him, and they found themselves with a stopped car in the middle. I would have to suspect there might have been something electronic or mechanical.
Car didn't get moving, which is unfortunate. You know, Al Unser Jr. is now the driver coach to KV, and he's actually been working with Saavedra, who's done a great job this month.
Doc?
Yeah, let's go down here. Sebastian Saavedra has walked over, talked to Matt Curry, talked to Steve Peterson and all the guys here at the shop. Here back in the... He's very, very frustrated, very upset. Sebastian, what happened there at the start?
Man, I don't know. We just followed the protocol of the start, and I don't know if it was heat soaked or what. As soon as I released the clutch, it went from 11,000 RPM to 0. You know, very sad because we did an amazing job. Everybody in the team had very high expectations. Really very disappointed. We just need to see what happened. This should have not happened, unfortunately.
Do you think the engine, was there an engine issue? Was there a clutch issue, an ignition? What do you think?
We've been struggling very much, try to put this thing to roll. I don't know if it's the temperature, more grip in the tires. Just following protocol, and it didn't go the way we really expected it. Very sad to be talking to you so early, man. We really had a car to freaking put it up front.
Emotionally, Sebastian, how difficult is this for you?
Man, when you have the opportunity to be in the front of the pack in this amazing and magical place, you want to bring it home in the same place. And to not even get a chance because of a freaking electrical thing or something pisses me off.
Sebastian Saavedra obviously upset, angry, and very, very frustrated.
Let's explain this protocol, Scott. What you have to do is you go up to your spot in the line, you focus on the lights, you engage first gear, you give it full throttle, and you drop the clutch. At that point,
You expect it to go.
You expect the car to go. There's nothing else you can do. There's nothing the driver can do. It's like launching a plane off an aircraft carrier. You go through all of these protocols, you give it maximum power, and in this case, like he said, he went from 11,000 revs to 0. It's supposed to do exactly the opposite.
Now let's mention, on the Indy car, the clutch is operated by your hand on the steering wheel.
Yes, and all of the systems are electronic.
So for whatever reason, as you just heard Saavedra explain, when he dumped the clutch, nothing happened, and then a lot happened.
You would expect when you dump the clutch, you have so much power that it overpowers the rear tires. You get a little bit of wheel spin and the car launches itself. So the whole launch sequence did not work. And there is nothing a driver can do when that happens.
And that's a very unsettling feeling when you're sitting in there knowing that all the other cars are going to rush past you. At this time, he would be looking in his mirrors, watching the cars going either side, and then hopefully he was not going to get struck, and that's certainly what happened.
I was involved in a start like this at the Canadian Grand Prix once, and it had tragic consequences.
I was there watching on the front stretch. Unfortunate, you can see how deflated he is, and you know, we always, when we have a problem, Eddie, you always want to try and leave the track and go on to something new, and as we can see here, the impact, now the drivers that are involved in this have to be here for the next couple of weeks getting ready for the Indy 500. You walk back into your workplace for the next couple of weeks thinking about this.
Yeah. So Sebastian Saavedra, the pole sitter for today's race, and obviously very frustrated and upset. A massive crash on the standing start here at Indianapolis.